Yo, I think this is live. Welcome to my podcast. Welcome to the Project Zero Podcast. My name is Keon, and I'm doing this as a side project. I guess this podcast is an introduction about me. So I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I came here when I was 10. So there was really a lot of things that I had to go through in terms, it's not as bad as, as other people. There's always something worse out there. This is so weird because I'm talking to myself. I've got other people that are coming on the podcast, and this is episode 0, and I'm kind of like testing this out and see how it goes. And I love listening to podcasts. I love listening to Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, Gary V. Those people really inspire me. Simon Sinek. So that's how I learn, and I get curious about it anyway. But back to coming here, I didn't know how to speak English. It's so hard for me to talk right now because my accent comes out when I'm nervous, especially when I'm talking to myself here in my room. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah. So I went to get my associate's degree at Sierra College. It took like anatomy, physiology, chemistry. Definitely had some good times. But I remember there's just one time where I'm just like, man, I'm working to go to school. I really don't want to get into debt. I think debt is bad. I don't know what's the number for the student loan debt here in America, but I think it's in a couple of $1 trillion. So I decided not to pursue like a bachelor's degree and getting a 4 years degree, and instead, luckily, I got a job at this healthcare company here in California, and it's been fun. But throughout those times, I've been studying, and for the past 2 years, really, I've been studying about the economy and how it works, money, financial, education, personal. Just self-education about the stock market, how looking at the balance sheet of a company and stuff like that, different type of investment vehicle like the Roth IRA or, your 401k, or, whether you're a dividend investor or a growth investor. There's different factors that could go into that. Hopefully you guys could not, can't hear that noise, Oh, and I also have a background of playing video games. I used to play a lot of video games. That was fun. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. I think the best game that I played, in my opinion, back in the days when we used to do like clan battles, it's Black Ops 2. Really, I wasn't a big fan of zombies. Although I do love watching a zombie movie like World War Z. 30 Days of Night, it's not a zombie movie, but it is a vampire. I think they're, I don't know, somewhere in Alaska, and that movie is really good. I really like it. World War Z, I really do like it. I like Brad Pitt. He's cool. And but anyway, yeah, I've been for the past year or so, I've been really the past year, I've been working on myself, like, mentally, physically, and focusing more on my health. So, like working out or reading here and there. But really, I consume my knowledge through like podcasts or watching videos. Like, big fan of Naval Ravikant. I'm not sure if I'm saying his last name right. I should know, right? But yeah, it's fun. I've been really interested and curious about the past, for the past year, about different types of technology like artificial intelligence, augmented reality, XR, VR, Ready Player One. You know, I love that movie. It's just so cool to just kind of think about the future. But I realize nowadays I try to think more of the present and enjoy the present and my time with my family every day. Try to take it day by day, but sometimes I can't really help it. Like, I think of like things like what can happen in the future. Like, I mean, I have my own goals, personal goals that I want to do. Um, and just been really interested in I mean, I'm actually have been avoiding doing podcasts, for the past year, just because I guess I was focused more on other things like learning more and stuff like that. I do live with I do have roommates that I live with, and they're all cool and stuff like that. So, but instead of I've been passionate about like blockchain technology and I in the Internet of Things, EV. I am an investor, so what really I guess my investing philosophy is growth. I'm a growth investor. Lately I've been for the past, I would say 6 months, I've been into like penny stocks, which I'm very aware that it's very risky, and you got to do your own due diligence and research. Man, I watched so many videos about different types of companies, and you know, I, actually one of the CEO of the company that I invest in, I don't want to say anything, but he'll be coming in next week, and hopefully he see this video and kind of get to know me a little better, and I guess my goal for this podcast is to learn and just interview people that I'm curious about, and their journey and their what it takes, and just talking to them. I think it's a good thing. I think it's therapeutic. It's like counseling kind of when you're talking to people and you start getting into deep stuff, whether it's their field of expertise or whether it's just like personal problems and stuff like that. I do, I think a lot, but I like to have fun. I wish this podcast, the TheProjectZer0 Podcast, will kind of provide value to people. And I got a couple people that are kind of coming up to do a podcast, and hopefully everybody got to start somewhere. Like I said, this is just a side project, and I just want to have fun with it and see where it takes me. For now, this is a good feeling, and to provide value to other people, to maybe help them with their journey, and with whatever information that I can extract from guests. I know I don't have the best camera, or I don't have the best editing skills, but in this podcast, I'll always be me. I do have personality, so stuff like that. Reading is not my biggest thing. It's more of like YouTube, and I guess I do read articles. I do have a website that I do blogs on. It's called therandomthought.com, where I provide like personal finance, kind of like tips and tricks. And if my mom's watching this, hey mom. Anyway, yeah. I guess My goal, and I know I've already said it, my goal is to kind of provide this value. I hope everyone is having a great day. And, I'll be looking forward to talking to people that will be my guests here. Hopefully they're interesting people, and I'll definitely try to extract as much information as I can. Um, I don't think I'm a good interviewer. Obviously, I'm just starting. We'll see. But I am really, you know, I'm very, I think I have a good intuition about just things in general. I have, that feeling where you have that gut feeling. Just go with that. And with this podcast, doing this, it's just like I had a good gut feeling. Whether people say it's too oversaturated doing podcasts and stuff like that. Um, it is what it is. I'd rather take a risk and, whenever, I'd rather take a risk and less regret, I guess. So, I mean, I don't really want to have a regret. So I like taking risks. And some of the things that I like too, it's like, I do go to like rave kind of music, rave kind of party. My first one was back in 2016. I was 17 years old. No, I think I was 16 at the time. I'm 21 now. So it's pretty cool. I love electric EDM music. It's fun. I try not to listen to it every day. It's more of like a summer vibe kind of thing, like, going to the beach or going swimming or going to Lake Tahoe when it's summer. Fun story. I did go to a naked beach at Lake Tahoe last year. My auntie took me over there. I forgot the name of it, but it was cool. It was fun. The water was so cold. It was a good experience. Obviously I saw like it's naked beach. I mean, you've seen all types of things. It was a sausage party, nevertheless. But I didn't do that. Don't even think about it, but I didn't. No, I had my shorts on. Let's just say it. Let's just leave it at that. But it's fun swimming, but it was so cold. I couldn't handle the cold of it. The water was so blue. I'm not sure I think it was my first time last year swimming at Lake Tahoe. I was swimming across, it's like I think it's called the Secret Grove. It's like it has like a circle thingy, and then I just swim across it back and forth. Man, I was so cold. I was freezing to death. I was just shivering my ass off. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty cool. That was fun. Looking back, despite of like COVID-19 and stuff like that, I try to stay healthy. I actually doubled and focused more on my, working out and stuff like that. Eating more healthy. Although I do have a lot of guilty food. Oh gosh. I love food in general. I love watching food videos. Shout out to Mark Wiens, the Strictly Dumplings. Man, they're all cool. Man, they motivate me to eat. Particularly, I love sushi. I love sushi. I like this. Now I took my mom back in like February. During the Valentine's, I took my mom, my sister out to this place, this one sushi place, and I ordered the Donburi, one of their Donburi balls. I think I got the deluxe chirashi bowl, which is basically like raw fish with some like tamago, which is like I think eggs, and also like the sweet like scrambled egg Japanese style. I forgot what it's called, and then the rice is warm and sweet. I think the rice is what makes it really good, to be honest. Because I just recently, and that was the best thing I've had, like in terms of like sushi wise, that was the best thing I've had. Man, I love Korean food. I'm Filipino, but man, I love Korean. I love all kinds of food. Asian food, Indian food. I'm all over the place. But at the same time, I try to kind of balance it out. I try to kind of practice, try to work out and doing like 12 hours of intermittent fasting. Try to do it every day, just to kind of stay in shape. There's a lot of times where I'm just like, man, I don't want to work out today, but I do push myself. I kind of find a motivation within me and kind of self-motivate myself really, instead of, I do listen to, like, sometimes when I don't feel like it, I just like, all right, let me listen to like David Goggins. He motivates a lot of people, but his resume is just insane. If you look him up, go to YouTube, David Goggins, his resume insane. Former Navy SEAL. I actually read his book. It was a good book. It's just saying his journey and how he got there and how he started as not David Goggins that most people know. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is taking a long time, but I'm just talking. And for those people who are listening, hopefully I'm kind of entertaining you at some level. This is kind of fun to just talk like this and kind of think about things. I do observe a lot in terms of like kind of observing like society and how it came about, especially now with like technology. Social Dilemmas documentary is really on point. It's crazy. It's really crazy how those big social media companies are getting your data and kind of selling it to other, or kind of using it to provide advertisement and to capitalize from that. It's insane. I'm still learning stuff, man. Man, it's crazy. I love learning about things that I want to learn. Not that thing. And that's one of the things too, that's why I didn't want to go to school and sit at a classroom and take a class that doesn't really interest me and be sleepy. I feel like I'm kind of wasting my time. No offense to people that are going to school. I have a big respect for them, doing that. But I do feel bad for for people that are not aware of like the debt that they're taking. Like if a lot of people wants to go to like university and if you want to be a lawyer, doctor, nurses, go for it. You need a degree for that. My mouth is getting dry. I need some water. You definitely need a degree for that. But in terms of like, I guess how parents kind of raise their kids, is like, this is what kind of like what the Rich Dad Poor Dad said. I've read that a couple of years ago, but it's kind of like I'm kind of paraphrasing it. I might be wrong, but it's kind of like you go to school, get a job, you go to school, get a job, be in debt. And that's not all the cases for, that's not the case for some people, but, I feel like you can definitely save a lot of money if you work your butt off and, just really, it's not how much money you make, but it's how much money you keep. And I've noticed that with me, because I think I know how the system works. When the Federal Reserve prints money, it devalues your money that you were getting from your regular job, your 9-to-5 job or 8430, whatever. It devalues it, meaning like let's say this water is like $2 today. Next year it'll be $2.50, but So that, which means like kind of devalues, it kind of shows how the price just goes up. Now that could be like from like supply and demand, if there's less supply and a lot of demand, prices of supply goes up. And if there's more supply, less demand, prices goes down, kind of basic, supply and demand, 101 is, like a good example is like a gas prices. It's very volatile. It goes like this and this. But man, I'm a pretty cheap guy, to be honest. I guess frugal could be a word. I do like, I guess, minimalism. I like minimalism. Oh God, I hope this mic works. This is my gaming headset. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, people out there that thinks, I guess from my observation, it's like, oh, I want to do this so I can make a lot of money. But the little thing, like the more money you make, the more taxes that they take away from you. I mean, for me, I'm very fortunate to make good money from my job right now. But what I do is literally my paycheck nowadays goes straight to my brokerage account. Okay, Fidelity, since I've already kind of said it. Yeah, I just go straight there, and I basically just invest it. I get rid of it. I get rid of my money and let my money work for me. So yeah, very, very, I love those kind of topics, just money. Money doesn't make you happy. It is a tool that can buy you food, buy you rent, provide healthcare for your family. It's to have a freedom to do whatever you want to do. Now I'm doing this podcast just because I think I like it. I mean, it's been on my mind, and kind of like the gut feeling is kind of like, dude, just do it. So this is why I'm doing it. And the Project Zero, I know I'm kind of going to like different topics, but if you're wondering, whoever's listening, it's like the Project Zero, where I got the name, the TheProjectZer0 Podcast. Well, at first I wanted to do like Project X, like kind of like I said, I'm a big fan of Elon Musk, and he's really smart. I think it's the most important. I think, in my opinion, he's the most important person right now in the world. Not to say he's also the richest person. I think so far. I think because his net worth is tied to all his companies. Probably, I would say 90%. I don't know. I guess that's a speculation, but I would think so. Anyway. Where was I? I think I kind of lost my thoughts, but yeah, just having different thoughts and learning more. I hope this is kind of like a good introduction. I know I'm kind of like talk a lot, and hopefully you kind of know who I am and a little bit of me, like as an individual. Just talking different topics that I'm really interested about. I'm sure you can kind of tell by the way I kind of talk things, like different types of technology, the things that I watch. I do watch anime though. For those who are anime fans, I would love to have some guests here in my the TheProjectZer0 podcast to come aboard and we talk some anime. Got into anime back in like 2014. It was actually my friend who was I was a sophomore in high school then. I thought anime, obviously in the Philippines we were watching. I knew about Dragon Ball. I was pretty good. I wasn't a big fan of anime when I was a kid, but I was watching, I watched Dragon Ball, a little bit of Naruto and other types of anime back in the days, back in the Philippines. But Um, but now it's just like, man, there's some animes out there, especially the actions one. It's insane. It just like gives me high in like, I don't know, action, because I just love action movie and having cool characters and different types of power, magic, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I would love to have some guests that kind of want to talk about anime stuff. I love to dig in about anime, and yeah, and also, like I said, like health and fitness. Love. Hopefully, I can have somebody come aboard. I would have to kind of start messaging people, and yeah, I don't mind. Rejections is fine with me. I mean, sometimes it does gets me, but I'm just like, it's whatever, it's cool. I'm trying not to worry about little things that don't really matter in the long term. So with that said, hope this is a good introduction of myself. I know I talked about different things, and definitely looking forward to my future guests out there, and talk about some cool stuff and just have fun. Just talk and have fun. So with all that said, thank you guys for listening. Whoever's listening, maybe one person is listening, but I think this is a good start. And episode 0. Let's go. See you guys later. See ya.